Yeah, I'm here right now in the Plateau, in the Cascade Mountains in Idaho, the home of the Nez Perce. Let me give you some information about this beautiful land that the Nez Perce inhabited for thousands of years. Some of the natural resources that you see around you. You have lots of plants that they used. They knew which plants were edible, which plants were not edible. Edible means plants that you can eat and get nutrition from. The animals that are in this area, you have tons of different animals that you can use. They even hunted when they acquired horses from Americans, from the white man. They actually acquired horses to hunt the buffalo that was often found in the Great Plains. The rivers in this area, if you look, we're next to a giant river right down here. Okay, and you have lots of dams and waterways. What's interesting about this is that they hunted fish. That they fished and they tried to get salmon, and then this would provide a lot of the nutrients that they needed. The trees that you see around you provided a lot of the needs they had. They used different kinds of homes for their temporary and permanent shelters. They made lodges, they made longhouses, they made lots of things out of what you see around you. Lots and lots of trees. They used the bark, they used the lumber, you don't see a lot of leaves, you see a lot of pine needles. So leaves are something that they did not use a lot out of. The clothing, they used the skins, furs, leggings. They made leggings out of the skins and furs. They made moccasins, breechcloths, dresses, and they used some of the bark that you see to make some of these things with. Deer skin, rabbit skin, they made capes, they had robes, they even had basket hats, and they used shells and bones and some rocks to make jewelry out of as well. We are in the Pacific Northwest, which is in the Plateau region. We're in the northwestern part of the United States, in the panhandle of Idaho. The climate in this area, it's cool in the winter, it's warm in the summertime. You have up to 75 centimeters of precipitation annually. That's lots and lots of rain and snow. Lots of snow in the winter due to the elevation. We're high up in the plateau. The climate they use in some of these rivers and waterways, they had dugout canoes made from the lumber from these trees that you see. They made snowshoes in the wintertime to keep them from slipping and falling. And also, sometimes they just walked, right? The physical features that you see around you see fast-flowing rivers, lakes, forests, high elevation. Well, we're at the steps of the Rocky Mountains around us, steep canyon walls and flat river valleys. Hunting, what kinds of things do they hunt? Elk, deer, bear, goats, coyotes, beavers, rabbits, weasels, porcupines, foxes, and groundhogs. All things that they used. Farming, well, they didn't have a great need to farm because a lot of the animals around here provided a lot of the nutrients that they needed. And so sometimes they would just gather things. They were hunters and they were gatherers, not necessarily farmers of like the Hopi in the Southwest. They would gather wild berries that they knew were edible. They would gather roots and bulbs, things in the ground that they knew they could eat, such as onions and carrots. They would find nuts, and then they would find wild strawberries, blackberries, and what is huge in this area, I did not realize it, huckleberries, small little purple berries that can be made into syrups, are sweet, can be added to a lot of things. They can be dried and made with the buffalo that they would hunt and made into pemmican, which is a jerky that they would save for later, and they could eat all times during the year. And camas, which are lily bulbs. And it's kind of like a sweet potato that they could stew or boil, and it provided a lot of the vitamins and nutrients that they needed, such as vitamin A. And we are in Plateau country, which is the home of the Nez Perce Native American tribe. Booyakasha!